Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open distance e-learning with a footprint of students in 130 countries worldwide. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. Unisa is the first and only institution in South Africa to carry our country's name with pride and the first public university in the world to exclusively teach by means of distance education, an ever-changing dynamic university with a global reach. Unisa's history spans the entire modern history of South Africa, opening up a world of academic study opportunities to former activists and struggle heroes, thought leaders, business people, legal experts, acclaimed entertainers, and sports stars. The university takes pride in the more than 900,000 alumni making their mark in diverse fields and capacities. At Unisa, the World Wide Web is our educational playground, but we also have beautiful and impressive campuses. Unisa's Makelneek campus is located in the city of Tshwane and is a major landmark of the capital city. We encouraged our students to communicate with the university via online platforms, but you can visit the Unisa's Sunnyside campus, the perfect setting for students to engage with fellow students over a cup of inspiration. The Science Campus in Florida, Johannesburg, is designed to meet the education and research needs of students in a range of programs, including agriculture, nature conservation, consumer sciences, engineering, computing, and physics, to name a few. Students in the sciences now have access to Unisa's own laboratories, housing some of the most state-of-the-art infrastructure and laboratory equipment available. Distance learning requires that you study at your own time and in your own space, but that doesn't mean you're on your own. You can also visit a Unisa regional center to get advice, meet other students, make use of Unisa services, have conversations with counselors, and use our academic libraries. We offer an unparalleled range of study choices, ranging from short courses and certificate programs to 3- and 4-year degrees, diplomas, as well as master's and doctoral degrees, with close to 380,000 current students. Our rich tapestry of study disciplines includes the College of Accounting Sciences, Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Economic and Management Sciences, Education, Graduate Studies, Human Sciences, Law, Science, Engineering and Technology, and the Graduate School of Business Leadership, as well as the Thabo Mbeki School of Public and International Affairs. As a comprehensive open-distance e-learning pioneer, Unisa is known for delivering well-designed, interactive study material and integrated student support. Students have access to a menu of support services ranging from face-to-face tutorials and academic literacy services to study groups and e-tutors. One of Unisa's main aims is to harness the new and emerging potential in information and communication technology, catapulting the university into a truly digital future. To this end, examinations are conducted on college-specific exam portals and are accessed from the My Exams portal. Unisa is well placed to address society's most demanding challenges by using research to meaningfully transform the lives of those in our communities. To that end, Unisa is working towards instituting the following catalytic niche areas: Marine Studies, Aviation and Aeronautical Studies, Automotive Studies, Energy Studies, Space Study and Square Kilometer Array, Fourth Industrial Revolution and Digitalization, Natural Sciences, Health Studies or Medicine, Feminist, Womanist, Bosadi Theorizations, and Student Support and Co-Curricular Activities. As Africa's leading open distance e-learning university, Unisa strives to keep up with the constantly evolving higher education landscape in order to serve our students to the best of our ability. We can reflect with great pride on the past 150 years of transformational education, and we are confident in our ability to succeed and become a truly high-performance university as we define tomorrow.
The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area, where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as Acting Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements being celebrated on this occasion. You may be seated. Sanibona. I don't know KZN. You are not quiet. I know you. Sanibona. Thank you very much. Good morning. Yeah, that's how I knew our students in KZN. I know you're going to celebrate this occasion. Good morning and Sanibonani. I really want to welcome you to this wonderful occasion. I also want to welcome wonderful and good-looking students. By the way, welcome graduates this morning. I know that we haven't met in person. I'm sure you're meeting your lecturers here as well for the first time, because we do not have contact classes, but I really want to welcome you, and it's good to see you. A special word of welcome to your parents, to your partners, to your friends, to your brothers, your sisters and relatives who accompanied you here this morning, and some of them are following these proceedings on YouTube as well. And ladies and gentlemen, you are all welcome. My name is Professor M.S. Mutata. I'm the Registrar of the University, and I will be acting Vice Chancellor this morning. And I'm not alone. I'm accompanied by my colleagues here on stage. Let me welcome Dr. Mieza, who is the Regional Director, KZN. Dr. Mieza at the far end will be the acting registrar this morning. I also want to welcome Professor R.J. Tabani. Welcome, Professor Tabani will be delivering the Chancellor's address immediately after my introductory remarks. A word of welcome to Professor Z.Z. Nkosi, who is the acting Executive Dean of College of Human Sciences, and colleagues assisting with recordings, and all those who manage the logistics. A word of welcome to you all, colleagues. We sometimes forget the important role that you are playing in these ceremonies, so I really want to welcome you. And a word of welcome to our doctoral students. Welcome. I really want to welcome you to this ceremony, and I know we do have at least one master's student. To colleagues in the Registrar's Office and to colleagues in the KZN region, from Maritzburg, Newcastle, and all the other colleagues who are here, I really want to welcome and thank you, colleagues, for the hard work in ensuring that these events do take place. I really want to thank you for that. And ladies and gentlemen, all these colleagues that I've alluded to, and some of them will be officiating this morning, and they work, all of them, very hard to ensure that this ceremony is a success. Ladies and gentlemen, Unisa is celebrating 150 years of existence this year. Established in 1873 in Cape Town as the University of the Cape of Good Hope, and was created by an act of the Cape Colonies Parliament, and it's changed its name to the University of South Africa in 1916. And in the year 2000, the university was requested by the National Department of Education to incorporate the former two huge colleges of education in South Africa, the South African College of Open Learning, and that college was situated here in KZN. The headquarters were here, and it had campuses across the country. And the South African College for Teacher Education, with more than 25,000 students and a range of academic programs that were transferred to the institution. And in 2004, the university merged with the erstwhile Technical in South Africa and incorporated the former Vista University Distance Education Campus, VUDEC, and we still remained the University of South Africa. So we pride ourselves for producing so many leaders across the globe, in business, in politics, and across all sectors of the economy. And the obvious one is our former President, Nelson Mandela, and of course, many other parliamentarians. And I want to take this opportunity this morning to thank all the previous leaders of the institution, vice-chancellors and pro-vice-chancellors of the institution, who contributed immensely in shaping this university, especially after the merger. Professor Anthony Melk, Professor Simon Maimela, both these gentlemen were acting vice-chancellors. Professor Nyameka Bani Pichana, who was vice-chancellor for 10 years, Professor Neo Matabe, the first black female to hold the position of Pro-Vice Chancellor from 2004. Professor Mandla Makanya, who also previously served as Executive Dean and Pro-Vice Chancellor of the university. Professor Makanya was Vice Chancellor for 10 years. And of course, the late Professor Naren Bejnath, who was Pro-Vice Chancellor. And I really want to thank all these leaders for the contribution they made in shaping this institution. So it's a special year for us as Unisans. And let's celebrate the 150 years together. And graduates, you are very special this morning because your graduations coincide with our 150-year celebrations. So your certificates are equally special. May I therefore invite you, ladies and gentlemen, to sit back and celebrate this occasion and the individual brilliance of the graduate. Participate as happily and joyfully as you can, for this is a real celebration of true achievements. And I know in KZN you can really participate. So I therefore welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, to the Unisa KZN graduation ceremony. And I thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to request Professor Tabane to deliver the Chancellor's address. Professor Tabane.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Prof. Mutata, Dr. Mieza, on behalf of the Register, school directors, Dean, Nkosi, academic staff, staff of the Graduate Office, distinguished guests, academics, graduates, friends of the University of South Africa, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all. Okay, Sanibonan. We are here to celebrate the great fruits of perseverance, commitment, self-discipline, excellence, and hard work. The graduates, to you, you should recognize and give thanks to the parents, the guardians, the families, the benefactors, the bays, all of whom have generously contributed to you receiving your accolades this morning. This is a big toll, but sepedi se re kodumela moepa thutse ga go lehumo le le tswa go kgauswi a stolikwa. But loosely translated, well done. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, as we graduate most teachers, I would like for this cohort to introspect on the report that was released yesterday on progress in international reading literacy study, the PILS 2023, where South Africa grade 4s obtained last position of the 57 countries that participated. It found that 81% of South African grade 4s cannot read for meaning. So that means 8 out of 10 in your classroom that you're going to teach or already teaching cannot read as you graduate. So I urge you, As teachers, especially the early childhood education teachers, since it is now integrated in the schooling system, when you get to school, make sure that you take your responsibilities seriously. Research and teach your learners how to read and do mathematics properly. Stop wasting time with issues that limit your time of being in front of your classroom. That includes striking and any other thing that takes you away from your responsibility. 8 out of 10 might be your product. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, my interest today, it will be on mental health. This is a serious health issue that millions of South African population are grappling with. Someone, as we speak, feels worthless, is consumed by inappropriate guilt, is paranoid, is depressed, is anxious, or is grappling with schizophrenia. As you sit here, graduates, someone next to you might be anxious and worried as they are searching for employment. They have now graduated and they ask themselves where to. Tomorrow, reality hits. Equally so, there are those who just got employment. They too are anxious as they are struggling to find their feet and their feel at the new workplace. They have now graduated and they are asking themselves, what now? Or how now? Tomorrow, reality hits. Remember, help is there through psychologists and free psychological services of South African Depression and Anxiety Group. You do not have to suffer in silence. A pencil that remains sharp has not done any work. No one is ever going to realize your potential until you realize it yourself. You must put yourself out there. You must hustle. Kumele ukhareze. Uzoyithola kanjani? Uhlele khoneni. You'll have a degree, uhlale khoneni. This, however, does not mean you must accept or sell yourself short. Unisa has contributed to your net value. Know your worth. You were not voted to get that degree. So, do not push the brown envelopes for tenders and other illegal shenanigans. Teachers in my school during my time used to read a lot, so I'm asking you to do the same. They used to tell us a story of a pencil, which I'd like you to. And this pencil had five principles to lead by. Number 1, as a pencil, teacher, accept that as a pencil, you are going to make a mark, no matter what direction. So when that child is in front of you, you need to teach them to read, to make meaning, and to understand. Remember, whatever you do, it's a mark. It's a pencil. An eraser at the top is to forward you the opportunity to erase whatever mistake you made. So learn from your mistake. do not lean on your mistakes. A pencil is a pencil not because of the wood or the plastic or whatever that covers it, but because of the lead that is inside. So, the interest is what is inside you. That is your character, not your appearance. So, a degree before a weave. For a pencil to work, it must go through metal to be sharpened. Once gone through the sharper object, it will be sharper than before. Life is like that. You will go through hurts and heartaches, but no hurt. All this is to sharpen you. Lastly, as a pencil, you must agree to be used so that you make a mark. So dumela, vuma, when you are guided, and be susceptible to being directed by your managers, to be led, to be told what to do. Because if you refuse, you will be stationary. That is stationary. In conclusion, remember your roots, remember your community, remember the less fortunate, remember those family members, that neighbor who always support you, despite you never making room for him or her at your prestigious dining table. You know those ones you never consider when you compile your beverage list? They will drink whatever you give them. Do you know them? Abahlupi, habatshwenye. All right. Entlek obatlang, ufunani lo. Remember those people who invited you. They've always been there. Remember that evening when you were walking from the train or from the bus and you saw a figure passing by and your heart started to palpitate, and then you realize it's him or it's her, and walked you home? He's always been there. Never forget, just like you, they were seen as a pencil at some point. They perhaps need you to accept, erase, believe in what is inside them, to be sharpened, and to eventually make a new mark. You will be the ambassadors and representative of one of the major role players in the education fraternity in South Africa and Africa. University of South Africa, Unisa. Remember, you are all servant leaders in your own right. To be a leader, you do not have to be a CEO. You do not have to be a principal of a reputable school. You are a leader in your own environment when you take initiative. Whatever direction, pencil, you will make a mark. What is that mark? So become innovative and aspire to be the best in everything you do. You know, remember that song, Brighten the Corner? Where you are. So, my sincere congratulations to you all. Danko.
Thank you very much, Professor Tabani. I had a sense that the graduates were actually listening because they responded, to your presentation. But it's actually scary to have 8 out of 10 of our grade 4s not being able to read, not read or write, read and write. It's actually scary. But I'm glad that today we have teachers who are graduating, so please, when you get there, ensure that you assist us in this regard. It cannot be that every year, and it's not for the first time we hear the statistics, it cannot be that every year we are in the news as a country for this negative or on this negative publicity, where our students cannot read and write. So we really make an appeal to our students to make a difference when they get to schools tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start with the conferment of the degrees and diplomas, may I request you not to leave the hall before the end of this ceremony. By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I shall now proceed to confer the degrees and diplomas of the university on the candidates whose names appear in the program, and I request the representatives of the colleges to present the candidates to me.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Jacqueline Serdwin Harvey for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. The candidate supervisor was Dr. Angelo Finn, and it's now my privilege to read a citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In her thesis entitled Exploring the Relationships Between Working Memory Capacity, Academic Reading, and Academic Achievement in Online Distance E-Learning First-Year Students, Jacqueline empirically explores the role working memory plays in academic reading and academic achievement in an open, distance, and e-learning institution in South Africa. Utilizing a unique online approach to cognitive assessment, she shows that it is possible to conduct complex assessment at scale and at relatively low cost. The findings of her study hold important implications for the way in which courses are structured and the development of study strategized for students based on working memory capacity. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Jacqueline Harvey the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Jacqueline Serdwin Harvey.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Sibusiso Lodwell Lindani for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, the candidate Super Southern Africa. Sibusiso engages in a critical investigation of the model of evangelism in the Uniting Presbyterian Church in Southern Africa. He critiques the current traditional model as conservative, outdated, and unhelpful, and failing to embrace new trends that are parts of contemporary approaches to evangelism, having interviewed important stakeholders in the church. He proposes new liberating approaches in education and training to equip ministers and other stakeholders who are involved in evangelism. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Sibusiso Lodwell Lindani the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Sibusiso Lodwell Lindani.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor. Let's wait. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Siyanda Terence Mahlangu received the degree of Master of Arts. Let me go. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honours. Ntombezinhle Dzanibe. Uzosinaki, awukwazi ungasini. Yebo. Hayi wena. Xolisile nompumelelo nonkululeko Gigaba. Shaya. Usirobhile kodwa na uzosini. Siyayibonga Derek Makhanya. Ntokozo Patricia Mbongwa, degree obtained with distinction. Lorenza Naidu. Karen. Okay, Karen. Karen Christine Parsons, degree obtained with distinction.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Tobile Nontobeko Sipesihle Ndlovu received the degree Honours Bachelor of Education. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Education. Boisile Brenda Lungele. Hale Dedri Yonkers, degree obtained with distinction. Fezeka Precious Kanyile. Sinenhlanhla Bekezela Mdleche. Portia Gugulethu Mpanza. Smangele Nonkanyiso Mtolo. Tembeka Sylvia Nduli. Nondumiso Nzuza. Nompumelelo Priska Xulu. Zethu Bengu. Zanele Sibyl Mabaso. Izazane. Mkhize Nondumiso Nonsikelelo. Hedrietha Nonhlakanipho Mtolo. Xolile Zamaqwabe. Londiwe Vilakazi. Amanda Philisiwe Lintokuhle Bele. Nompumelelo Bengu. Izala Nomvulu. Nomvelo Veronica Bengu. Nomvuyo Bengu. Nervikar Bandu. Thank you. Siyabonga Xolani Buthelezi. Dia Oh. Congrats. Andile Primrose Dlamini. Khanyisile Dlamini. Sifiso Banele Dlamini. Xolile Dlodlo. Nonjabulo Stembile Dlodlo. Innocentia Katiwe Dube. Nonkululeko Sylvia Dube. Landiwe Zimipi Dumagude. Letukutula Asanda Duma. Okay. Sinenhlanhla Gwala.
May I? Thank you. Sikhumbuzo Justice Hlatshwayo. Sibusisiwe Jali. Dumisile Kambule. Nomcebo Fortunate Trisha Kaula. Anamile Nonduduzo Khoza. Swelihle Reneth Khoza. Nobuhle Prudence Khumalo. Siphephelo Silindile Kunene. Nonjabulo Latha. Nontobeko Sizakele Lushozi. Raisa Mohammed Ali. Safia Mohammed. Ntombenhle Makhanya. Abongile Thembi Makhathini. Senamile Zamalotshwa Sinale Manyoni. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, can I remind the congregation, I'm presenting teachers. We are the mothers of education. Mbali Sindisiwe Mashiane. Mangoba Victor Masina. Tandoguhle Innocentia Mazeka. Ngubeko Mazibuko. Anele Mbanda. Anele Mandisa Mbatha. Siphindile Nokwanda Mbeche. Shonipha Mfolozi. Ayabonga Mjobo. Nolwazi Mkhize. Sanelisiwe Diana Mkhize. Silindile Winnie Mkhize. Sithulile Pamela Mkhize. Nothile Mkhize. Nikeziwe Ntombikhona Mlambo. Ntuthuko Mlambo. Thandiwe Anele Mngomezulu. Londiwe Prudence Mpontshane. Lindokuhle Muzi Wamadoda Mpungose. Penduka. Wandile Princess Mthabela. Silindile Prudence Mthembu. Siboniso Mthethwa. Angikwazi. Siphe sihle nomthandazo Mtshali. Nokwethemba Mzelemu. Nosihle Lady Fair Mzeleni. Balungile Happiness Ncama. Nompumelelo Fortunate Ncanana. The degree is obtained with distinction. Bongiwe Senamile Ndlovu. Nomalungelo Ndlovu. Sethabile Ndlovu. Okay. Siziwe Ndlovu. Samgelisiwe Ndwalane. Lindokuhle Good Hope Ngcobo. Mandisa Anele Ngcobo. Mbuso Albert Ngcobo. Nokwanda Ngidi. Thabiso Valencia Ngubane. Sindiswa Ngubo. Buya ngene ebhokisini sisilanti ibhokisi. Ntombikayise Njapha. Nkosi usivumelelise. Ntobeko khululiwe Nkosi. Innocentia Menelisi Ntuli. Penduka, penduka ya. Samgelisiwe Rebecca Ntuli. Senamile Mbalenhle Nxele. Sibongile Buyisile Joy Nxumalo. Nonzuzo Oscarline Nzama. Rabania Sidat. Thembalethu Nonkululeko Shandu. Nothando Zibuyisile Shoba. Penduka, ya pambeke. Zamanganga Khanyisile Shozi. Bogisi, begila. Fortunate Nondumiso Sbisi. Nomfundo Smamane. Penduku begi camera. Brilliant Minenhle Sithole. Asher Sunparsat. Okay. Nkeletseng Fortunate Tsotetsi. Jacobus Hoffman Viljoen. Nomfundo Amanda Wanda. Zikhali Sindisiwe. Penduka bheke lapha. Ngene boxing futhi. Yebo. Simthembile Zimeme. Nonjabulo Innocentia Zondi. Bongiwe Nozipho Zulu. Siboniso Zwane. Smangele Happiness Zwane. Thandazile Pearl Zwane.
Zanele Lungile Biela. Tumisile Shemaine Buyani. Nozipho Priska Dlamini. Mtokozo Susan Dlamini. Sibusiso Blessing Dlamini. Samantha Nozipo Kumalo. Nomhle Kwela. Cecilia Dipuo Lisawana. Tumisani Sibusiso Mabuza. Nomfundo Magugu. Minantle Milton Mbambo. Vazophila Letuktula Mbata. Esihle Mbekeli. Zenzele Protas Mbuto. Lungile Precious Mdaga. Nolwazi Octavian Mdanda. Tobeka Memela. Nobuhle Portia Mfekai. Wongiwe Tamara Mhlongo. Sibusiso Blessing Mhlongo. Nompumelelo Lindeni Mkabela. Ntombizodwa Confidence Mkhize. Zama Mngai. Portia Zandile Mpili. Fezeka Mthembu, Sihle Thabo Mthembu, Nonebo Myeni, Megashni Naidu, Mxolisi Innocent Ngobo, Nandi Zanele Ngobo, Princess Ntombifikile Ngongo, Swanele Biu Ngema, Nhlakanipho Mabandla Nhlapho, Godfrey Mpumelelo Nkabinde, Nokuthula Mcebo Ntuli, Lihle Thobile Ngumalo, Andile Khatebe, Jeremy Cameron Ramdani, Ntombizodwa Audrey Shange, Shahira Sheikh, Portian Melissa Zuma, Sthembiso Sibonakaliso Zungu,
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Social Work. Tembisile Lorraine Buthelezi. Ntokozo Happiness Kuboni. Hlengiwe Magubani.
Face the camera.
Gugu Zibuyisile Magwaza. Nwabisa Antoinette Maseti. Ngobile Charity Mkhunu. Nonhlanhla Goodness Mnyandu. Letiba Salome Paile. Nontobeko Angel Shezi. Annette Pezisile Vilakazi. Okay, Sissy. Okay. Gineni Beauty Zondi.
All of you, this box.
Nonhlanhla Beatrice Zulu. Ngobile Tabete. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Information Science. Pranesh Mohan Indajit. Slindile Nomusa Mkhunu. Spangani Christian Ngobozi.
Stand in here and face that.
Konzani Stole. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Nursing Science. Odette Daniel.
And in that side.
Boisile Precious Tadla. Namatemba Pocha Dlamini. Punza Gugwana. Slungile Precious Gumede. Nanjabulo Petunia Gwala. Pindile Linda. Leboana Mapelle. Jane McGregor. Clementine Sizakele Mdluli. Zandile Nomkosi Mtimkulu.
You can go now.
Zanele Lynette Ntombela. Lien Ragavelu receives the degree with distinction. Lorna Supersat also received the degree with distinction. Sylvia Shangase. Queen Deli Ulu. Nombuso Eugenia Zuma. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Tobekile Cele. Alexandra Lewis. Ntombizoke Rebecca Masuku. Zimele Melusi Mnikati. Nosipo Lady Fair Ngonyama.
Standing there. Face the camera.
Maheshri Naidu. Lindokuhle Cele. Mlungisi Petros Hlatswayo. Peter Jonker. Iman Walia Khan. Joeria Khan.
Stand in that bed and face the camera.
Brightness Sindisiwe Tuleleni Kanyile. Snetemba Hope Lukelo. Andiswa Namfundo Madlala. Bongeka Nobuhle Precious Majozi. Sindisiwe Zanele Masondo. Buiselwa Pearl Matenjwa. Sisanda Mfengwe, degree obtained with distinction. Londiwe Mkhasiwe. Tombenhle Prudence Mkwanazi.
Stand in that placement and face the camera.
Busisiwe Maria Mtembu.
Stand in the placement. Inside the placement. In the placement. Face the camera.
Nokulunga Mtetwa. Ayanda Fortunate Mieza.
Stand in the placement.
Wait. Mukolisiwe Shondingani Ngobo. Zbongile Ngobozana. Zamile Asanda Nkosi. Nokuthula Nontutuko Nchai. Amanda Pearl Ngele.
Thank you.
Nomvula Mbali Shabalala. Londiwe Grace Sibia. Lungelo Thando Lwenkosi Sibia. Ayanda Sikakani. Nokwazi Sikakani. Phumelele Stabile Sikakani. Ashwin Sadrin Singh. Lushina Singh.
Stand in the placement. In the placement.
Zabatembu Cindy Soveti. Shivaksha Surajala. Ntombifuthi Nombuso Tusi. Revonia Alethea Zuma. Lorette Berger. Babalwa Jamini. Samantha Feldman. Imogen Grantham, degree obtained with distinction.
Face the camera. Face the camera.
Nokubonga Jama.
Face the camera. Stand in the placement.
Bongekile Mandisa Nkosi.
Stand in the placement. Face the camera.
Shannon Rajpal, degree obtained with distinction.
Give me this. And stand in the placement and face the camera.
Chelsea Samuel. Dylan Supersat. Keliwe Sivile. Bernard Wisani Baloi. Nomagugu Nosipo Melody Banda. Smangele Mtumbintle Kongo. Nomkosi Prudence Fishela. Maria Mpumelelo Gaba. Mandisa Gumede. Thabiso Noluthando Hlatshwayo. Koboso Maria Libinya. Lauren Tracy McDonald.
Face the
Notando Amanda Mdabe.
stand in the placement. In the placement. The placement.
Ntombincane Memela. Rethabile Mkhize.
Stand in the placement.
Siphumelele True Love Mncube. Mbali Nala. Bernardine Petronicia Mavis Nene. Linda Martin Ngobo. Zamazwide Pamela Guguletu Nxumalo. Ferusha Pile. Lihle Sapo. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the diploma candidates will now be introduced to you. Motlati Lepono. Oh, he's gone already. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Human Sciences. Nontutuko Dlamini. Snegugu Gumede. Ngobile Hlongwani, diploma obtained with distinction. Ketelo Wealthiness Hlubi.
Stand in the box.
Nospiwe Stakazelo Lembete.
Please make this.
Smangele Masinga. Nonkanyiso Mbambela. Ntethelelo Mbele. Bongeka Nokwanda Mchunu, diploma obtained with distinction.
Stand in the placement,
Bongeka Nomalungisa Rosebella Mdleche. Tandekile Naledi Mkungo.
Face the camera.
Bonani Business Mngadi. Mpumelelo Msani. Happiness Silindile Mtembu. Nomvuyo Nonkululeko Mtembu. Sanele Vincent Sikobi.
Face the camera. Stand in the placement.
Wendy Stole. Ntombifuthi Brightness Tabete, diploma obtained with distinction. Mbali Benedicta Zondi, diploma obtained with distinction. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the National Diploma. Slindokuhle Dlamini. Busisiwe Nomasonto Petronella Mzila. Nzwandile Dr. Nxumalo. Nomvelo Charlotte Soni. Ayanda Noctula Vilakazi. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our graduates. I know that I'm the only obstacle between you and parties and lunch, so I'm not going to be long. Let me thank my colleagues in the procession who are here on stage, participating in this graduation ceremony, and our colleagues from the regions as well for ensuring that all arrangements are in place. I also want to thank our colleagues from Protection Services. I know some of them are from Pretoria. Thank you very much for being here this morning in congratulating your graduates. I want to thank you for having endured every kilometer of this journey. And that endurance has not been exhausted. It should carry you to even higher achievements. You can see that I have 2 doctoral candidates this morning. I would want to see all those who received a master's degree to be getting that degree, and not very long. Say, I'm putting pressure on you. And all those who received their bachelor's degrees, I would want you to get your honors masters, and your diplomates at the back. I would want to see you back here in a year or two receiving your bachelor's degrees. Thank you very much. And to your dear parents, your spouses, your friends, and your children, I congratulate you for staying behind the graduates, for supporting them, for encouraging them, and sometimes even financing them. I know most of you have been babysitting all along when they were doing their assignments. I really want to congratulate you and thank you for that. Right. And congratulations again, graduates. Can I request all graduates to stand and wave your certificates to your parents, to your spouses, and so on. Can you all stand? Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, graduates. Can I then request you, ladies and gentlemen, to stand and give them a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, after this announcement, I would like you to rise for the singing of the national anthem, the words of which are to be found on page 20 of the program, and to remain standing after the anthem to enable me to dissolve the congregation. You are also requested to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. Shall we rise? By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.